Hey, I'm Natasha. Let's see how Agreement Builder works in Saleoid so you can create agreements faster, reduce back and forth, and move clients from review to signature without breaking the workflow. For a lot of businesses, agreements slow things down not because the document is hard to write, but because the process around review, approval, and signing gets messy. Inside Saleoid, you are not locked into one way of starting. You can build an agreement from a template, upload an existing document, or build from scratch and clone one that already works. That means your team can move faster whether they are starting from scratch or working from a document they already use. Once the agreement is open, you can edit the content and personalize it for the client without rewriting the same details again and again. Saleoid lets you insert dynamic fields like contact information and other agreement data, so the document can pull in the right details automatically. That helps your team create more professional agreements with less manual effort. You can also place signature areas and fillable fields exactly where you want them in the document. So if the client needs to sign, enter information, or complete certain parts of the agreement, you can prepare that directly inside the builder. And if the agreement runs across multiple pages, Saleoid supports that too, so the document is ready before it ever gets sent out. Before sending, you can preview the agreement and route it through the process that fits your business. That could mean sending it for internal approval first, sending it to the client for review, or sending it straight for signature once it is ready. You can choose approvers, set up reminders, and make sure the agreement moves through the right people before it is finalized. Once the agreement is ready for signature, the client can review and sign it through the client portal. That keeps the signing process simple for the client, while your team can keep the agreement connected inside Saleoid instead of managing signatures through separate tools or email attachments. And because real agreement workflows are not always one straight path, Saleoid also supports situations like client-requested update, viewed by client, partially completed, or rejected by client. So if something needs to be changed before final completion, the process can still stay visible and manageable instead of dropping into email chaos. That gives your team better control across the full agreement lifecycle. And this is where Agreement Builder becomes more powerful than a disconnected document tool. Inside Saleoid, agreements can also be sent automatically through automation. So for example, when a customer reaches the right step in your workflow, Saleoid can use the agreement template you select and send that agreement for signature without your team having to create and send it manually every time. That keeps agreements connected to the rest of your process, so the document does not sit in a separate app. It moves forward as part of the same workflow your team already uses. So that's how Agreement Builder works in Saleoid. You can start from a template, a clone, or an uploaded document, personalize agreements with dynamic fields, route them through approval and review, collect signatures, track status, and keep the whole process connected to the rest of your workflow. If you haven't signed up yet, click the link in the description to get started at just $5 a month for the CRM and $1 per additional app with a 2-year commitment. Or schedule a call with one of our friendly advisors to see how Saleoid can fit your business. In the next video, I'll show you how project management works in Saleoid, so delivery stays as organized as the sale.